Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome to 66 Conversations with MAPS Coaches. Today, my MAPS coach is Herb Catania. And Herb, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone that's watching today and tell them a little about yourself.
Yeah, so thanks for having me, Marty. So my name's Herb Catania. Been a leadership coach now for about 7 years. Prior to that was an MCA for an additional 7 years. And yeah, primarily that's who I'm coaching is market center operations leaders. And yeah, that's the name of the game right now.
Fantastic. And Herb, the objection that I hear that you are hearing from agents in the market centers that you're coaching is that the market has all of a sudden just slowed down. What kind of dialogue or conversation are you having around that sort of objection?
Yeah, it's a great question. So that can look differently. I mean, it's kind of interesting, right? Because depending on which side of the fence you were on, we could have been receiving that same objection just from different agents, just a few months back around listings. And so usually when I'm hearing that now, it's that, there aren't contracts or, there are listings, but agents aren't able to receive that. And so typically how that looks is, if I had an agent approaching me around that and they made a comment just like that of, man, things are really slow. The way that you would respond is just, wow, that's really interesting. I was actually just looking at the numbers in our area of our MLS. And what I found is that we've actually had over 2,000 listings go live just in the last week alone, which, by the way, that is not I know that's that's a number I just kind of pulled out, but that was a real example of a market center that I work with, right? Because what we do is we track MLS numbers every week. And in their market, yeah, they were having about 2,000 new homes go on the market in the last 7 days. And so you might be surprised, but not every agent in their market center knew that.
So you're overcoming the objection really by looking at the numbers and knowing the numbers and then kind of reframing the perspective. Hey, 2,000 agents or some combination thereof got a new listing this week. Why not you, right? Let's get out there and get after it because there definitely are listings to be had. I love the fact that you're focusing on the numbers and really, and from an agent perspective, they can do this same thing, right? They can go in their MLS. How many listings in your market sold last week? How many were brand new to the market last week? Somebody is getting the business, right? Even though there may be a slowdown, agents are still out there taking listings. We haven't hit zero by any means. So agents, if you think the market has slowed down, go check your MLS and make sure that that perception is reality, because the reality is not in all markets, not for all agents, definitely business out there to be had. Herb, any closing words?
I think you nailed it. You're spot on. That's exactly right.
Well, I appreciate the perspective and the objection handling, and we'll look forward to continuing this video. Guys, come back tomorrow for a new MAPS coach and a new conversation. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Have a great day.